Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Emma and this is Sew Do It Emma. As you can guess by the title, it's all sewing related and yeah, I'm here for the chat. Today I have my Friday pattern Saltwater dress. This was just released literally today, but not by recording. When this video comes out, it will have been released, so you'll be seeing lots of photos on Instagram. So yeah, watch out for Friday Pattern Co, because I often allow them to post before I post myself. Yeah, let the parent company shine. I do love Friday patterns, I really do. I just like the fit, as you can guess. And yeah, I keep going back to certain patterns like the Adrian blouse, the Saltwater top, and the Davenport, which I've got a few plans for. But I'm here today to talk about patterns, so if you haven't already got comfortable, go and grab yourself a refreshment and get comfortable, and I'll join you back in a moment. So I hope you're comfortable. Like I said, if you haven't already got a refreshment, do that. Today's video is all about patterns that have recently caught my eye, and yeah, one of being the Saltwater slip, but the last two dresses, this included the Davenport and the Saltwater, has really caught my eye. And I think because I did the Peppermint maxi wide strap maxi dress, the Saltwater dress kind of went, yay, I like you. But the Davenport, as soon as I saw the photo, I was like, yes, 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 yes. Put me to the front of the queue, please. So yeah, the Saltwater slip dress is a beaut. It's got bias binding straps that go to the back, and then you've got little bra strap slip thing and a ring at the back, so that attaches at the back there, if you can see it, plus my bra strap. And this has an optional waist tie. It doesn't have any pockets, and I don't think it really should, because it'll just add bulk. But yeah, you can have it short and long length, and there's a side split. So I'm really chuffed with it, and it's quite comfortable. It goes from extra small all the way up to 7X in all the sizes, and it has a AB cup size or a CD cup size, and I'll pop in the biggest body measurements right here. So you can read them. So next up is the KLP T-shirt. You probably just seen this last week. It was released. It's the KLP Tee by Studio Jepson. They reached out and asked me if we would like to test for her, so I said of course. It's a t-shirt, shouldn't be that difficult, and I was like looking for something not woven. Done quite a lot of woven testers, plus a lot of woven projects, and I really want to try and find that all-rounder t-shirt, and I think I found it, although I haven't tried many t-shirt patterns, but this one is quite exceptional because at the cuffs, beautifully, it's got a turn-up cuff, and the sleeves are growing on like raglan sleeves, so really easy for beginner sewers. And you have this cuff that you attach and then you fold back, and it's got that sort of roll up effect on it. Plus you've got a neck facing where that's a lot easier than trying to set in a neckband. And also it's got a curved or dip hemline, which is really nice. Definitely recommend it if you're a beginner sewist, especially to knits, because they will talk you right through those instructions on how to do it. And if you've got any problems, you can always DM her on Instagram or email her and just sort of, I'm stuck on something. But the instructions are really good. It's literally having Faye right beside you talking through it with a cuppa. It's that good. So the best thing is the top size is a 68 bust, 62.5 waist, and a 70.5 hip, and that's the body measurements. So that's the top size in the new size range, which is the 18 to 40. The other size range is a 6 to 22, and the kids range is 2 to 12. So if you don't already know about that, go and check them out. So we've got a woven wrap dress here, and it's the ROSECLAIRE dress by Cashmerette. This was just released the other week there. It's sizes 12 to 32 in the bigger size range, and the cup sizes grow from C to H. Now I love this because it's got so many different views and options as well. I particularly like the bishop sleeves with the tilted cuff and the bodice. It's really nice with the I think it's 2 or 3 tier three tier skirt. It gives you so much coverage as well. Being a wrap dress, that's what you always worry about, so there's not going to be like a flash show of knickers, which is sometimes worrying with wrap dress. This is also aimed at the advanced beginner. And before I forget, I'll mention the top sizes. Now this is for the G and H cup, which is the biggest cup size, and the upper bust is 57, the bust is 62, and the waist 52, hip 62 inches. Yes, you can make this in lightweight fabrics, rayon, viscose, linen, viscose noil fabric. Quite a few lovely ones. There's Jenny's Cashmerette. She's done this lovely colour blocking. Sorry, my iPad's just switched off. She did this lovely colour blocking ROSECLAIRE, and she's picked colours that go so well together, and I love it. Actually, I'm lusting over it, so I might have to go and copy her once I've got sufficient funds to get some fabric, because looking at the fabric requirements, there's quite a lot. I know for the top size 32, and that it does take 6.5 meters at 140 with fabric, so I'm like, oh, but I'm not top size. I'm probably about 22 bodice, and then I'll go up to a 28 hip. So it will, yeah, I think it will eat into the fabric requirements. It is quite fabric hungry, the ROSECLAIRE, but I think it's worth it. Definitely think it's worth it. Another dress pattern that was just recently released that has caught my eye is the Emerald Dress made by Ray. Now this comes into 1 to 5 in the plus size range, and the top size being upper bust 54, bust 57, waist 51, hips 59 inches. Now the Emerald Dress is a simple shift dress, and it comes in a top view as well, which is designed to offer comfort in the summer heat, and we all need that. It's been really weird weather today. It's like really warm, but there's a gusty wind, so I've been sitting outside earlier and literally the wind is making me cry. Anyone else get that? Yeah, it's rather annoying, especially as when you've got a mascara on for taking photos. So, back onto the Emerald Dress. This garment is composed of 4 main panels and is finished with facings which highlight the elegant V-shaped neckline, which I quite like. The facings give it some shape. And the Emerald Dress has also got a curved hemline. Pockets or a sash can be added to the dress version, which is optional. For this dress, I would choose again lightweight fabrics with drape to allow the bias cut to conform to your body. The centre seam allows for some pattern play if you use striped or pattern fabric, or becomes a beautiful design feature on a simple solid fabric. We're moving on to a top, and this is from Peppermint magazine in collaboration with French Navy Patterns. It's called the Paddington Top. This kind of takes me back to when I was young, and I've still got Paddington Bear. Yes, Paddington Bear. Don't know why. But I do like this top. It's the puff sleeves. If anyone knows, I love, or doesn't know, I love the sagebrush top because of the puff sleeves. Puff sleeves. Yeah, I really like this top. The puff sleeves are just perfect. It's simple enough for everyday wear. It's got just enough flair to bring drama, but it can be dressed down with like jeans and pumps, easy, or it can be dressed up with a nice skirt and a little kitty heel, you know. I can't walk in big heels, no, not for a length of time. So anyway, the raglan sleeves, another really good beginner sort of entry pattern with the raglan sleeves, so you don't have to set in sleeves, which can be sometimes tricky, even for like an advanced store like me. It's also got a lovely detail of back buttons, which you can actually create your own. You can either get a wee button kit where you can cover the buttons and place them on the back with the same material that you're using, or you can maybe shop at Textile Garden, Ethel and John, or Pigeon Wishes. These are my favourite button shops. They're all online, so I'll pop them in the box below, as well as all the patterns as well, and the top measurement, so it just gives you a little bit of summary. So yeah, I really like the Paddington twist and the Paddington top. It's got a lovely little twist to it, and yeah, it's going to go to the top of my list, especially for summer sewing. It does take about 2 meters for my size. And talking of sizes, the current size range is, top size for the bust is 50 inches and the top size for hips is 52 inches. Now there's some ease, so there is a wee bit of wriggle room, and this is a current size range, so I believe they're in talks of trying to make this range bigger on the upper scale, which is fantastic news, so can't wait to see it. If you do get a Peppermint pattern, they are free, but they are asking for donations, so anything like $2, and I think that will help them. And it's a simple process. It's like a wee link through PayPal, and you just don't donate it, so that's really handy. Excuse me, iPad doing its own thing again. Next up is the Ingrid Dress by Homer and Howells, and this is like a Scottish company. I believe that they're based in Edinburgh, although I've not met them in person. They sound absolutely lovely, and this specific dress, the Ingrid Dress, caught my attention because Victoria of Little Rosy Cheeks modelled for them, which is, yeah, Victoria's quite cool. Yeah, you can either follow her at Little Rosy Cheeks or Sewing Nut. I'll put both Instagram accounts at the bottom there for you. So, the Ingrid, the top size measurements, and this is for viewA&B, the dress. The bust 52, waist 53 and 93 hip. The C top will be different for hips, so just look out for that. But I'll just pop the link in for the actual pattern, and that'll be direct. You can be transformed over to the website when you click that link. The sizes are 6 to 24. The 24 is the biggest size. There's 3 views. There's midi, mini, dress, and there's a top. There's a crew neck with keyhole opening at the centre back, sculptural bust tuck, asymmetric skirt panels, deep inseam pockets, 2 sleeve options, a T-shirt sleeve or a full sleeves with elasticated cuff. Intermediate sewing level is required for this pattern. The Ingrid is perfect in cotton, lawn, poplin, linen, chambray, taffeta, fine cords, or any mid-weight structured fabric. Now, I specifically love the sample that Victoria modelled in the broderie anglaise. Really bad. It's just lush. She looks absolutely amazing, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah, that is the Ingrid. I think I've got another one. Oh, it's the Grain Line Courtland trench. This comes in paper and PDF, as does the Cashmerette ROSECLAIRE one. And the top sizes for the Courtland trench are 14 to 30. The top measurements are bust 56, waist 49, hip 59. It's got a modern swing shape and length that hits mid-hip. The Courtland does an update on the classic trench. Raglan sleeves gives you plenty of movement. Really easy to set those sleeves in as well. And room for layering, while the storm flaps and generous collar keep out the bogging weather. The Courtland also features a double-breasted front closure and roomy welt pockets. Now, just a wee word of caution, just take your time with welt pockets. Before I even attempt belt pockets on the actual garments that I'm sewing. I'll have a few practice runs in the same fabric so I can get the feel of the handle, the feel and handle of that fabric before I attempt the actual real thing. So yeah, practice makes perfect, and just take your time with belt pockets. This pattern is intermediate sewers, so we'll have a few advanced sewing projects under your belt before you get this one, because there's quite a few techniques, including straight seam, easier said than done sometimes, belt pockets, Hong Kong seam finishing, top stitching, which yeah, I need to practice myself, sewing a collar and collar stand, inserting buttonholes, and hand sewing. So yeah, just a word of caution, just take your time on this one. And that's us. Yeah, I hope you're all doing well. If you haven't already subscribed, please think of subscribing. My channel's growing slowly and surely, and it's so nice to have you here. Sorry it's been so long since the last one. I've been busy doing sewing, particularly as testers, so that's kind of taking time away from like doing YouTube channel things. Yeah, but I'm back, and hopefully this is a start for sort of some more regular videos to come. Just before I go, the wee Bakerloo competition, I will run that until the end of June this month, so end of June, and it's the same with the discount for the rag shop. If you haven't already used it yet, please do use it. It's there for your ultimate use. It's a 15% off, so put that box in there for you. And yes, that'll finish up on the 30th of June, I think, if I'm right. I'll put that in the box, and so will this competition. So if you've not entered, go and hit that little box there, and go back and watch that little video all about my Bakerloo blouse, and leave a comment with your entry which fabric you would pick from the rag shop to do on a Bakerloo's blouse. Now unfortunately it's only a 16 to 28, so yes, you would have to fit into this one if you want to win this. Yeah, because I'm just trying to be more inclusive on the upper size range that I am in, because there's a lot more other videos where it's straight size sews and less curvy sews or not so fat sews. So yeah, I think it's nice just to offer something on the more inclusive side in this circumstance. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please do hit subscribe, and so you don't miss out on any future videos, and give me a little thumbs up. Let me know what your thoughts are on any of the patterns, and if you think I would like a pattern and you would like to see it mentioned, just let me know in the comments. That's it. See you later. Bye.